Hello everyone. As discussed, now what you are seeing on the screen is that this is the topology where I have configured the entire network, and today we start with this configurations of VTP. So as I have already told you everything about how VTP works, so let's start with configuring the VTP. So first we go to this switch, and I have configured this switch as server switch. So let's start. Enable configure terminal. Okay. Then first we have to do is VTP domain Cisco. Okay. And VTP mode server. Okay. Now by doing this, okay, we go to our second switch which I have configured as client mode. Okay, enable configure terminal VTP domain Cisco VTP mode client. Okay, so if you want to check that whether this domain and this client has registered, so do show VTP status. Okay, by check you can check it from this command show VTP status, as we are using VTP version 2. Okay, maximum VLAN 255. You can see that VTP operation mode is client and our domain name is Cisco. So one thing we have to keep in mind is that by starting configuring on these switches, we first have to configure it as server or a client, and even before that, the VTP, the concept of VTP can only work only if you have configured the link between two of the switches as trunk link. So what I have forgotten is interface FA0/1, sorry, switch port mode trunk. So now look on the screen that it is showing that our status is up and running. Okay, so now configure the VLANs on it as VLAN 10, name staff, VLAN 20, name student, VLAN 30, name management. Okay, now do show VLANs. Now you can able to see that these are our VLANs. We have configured it on switch 0. Now if we go to our switch 1, and if you type here do show VLAN, you can able to see here is that the three of our VLANs are showing here also. So by showing it on the screen means that the server mode, you can only create the VLANs on server mode only, and you can delete on server mode only if you are doing it on the client mode. So let's check by deleting any of the VLANs. Set no VLAN 10. You can't do it just because it is client mode. The client mode is just a mode which can just accept the fact coming from the server. There are no, it is not allowed for the client mode to just create or to delete VLANs. It's just take what the server send the package to it. Okay, so now we have to configure it that configuring the VLANs on particular interfaces. So we go to interface FA, interface range. We are taking range as to take the two interfaces FA0/2 and 3, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, interface range FA0/4 and 5, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 20. Okay, so I have configured this. Now also do show VLAN. You can see that here it is configured with particular interfaces. Now on this PC also, interface FA0/1, switch port mode access, switch port access, sorry, it's just the due to the mistake it is showing interface FA0/2, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, interface FA0/3, interface FA0/3, switch port access VLAN 20, switch port mode access. Okay, exit. Now if you going to ping, I have already configured all the PCs as their configuration showing in the figure. Okay, as what I have configured it. So just ping it. Command prompt. The IP address is ping 192.168.10.12. This not be able to, the pinging is not. If you are going to ping this, ping 192.168.10.11. Here you can able to see that the pinging is on. Okay, so why not this PC? It is just because you can see this here. So interface FA0/1, switch port no shut. Do show IP interface brief. It is showing up and up, then you just have to think about it that why the pinging is not coming. So to show VLAN brief, it is completely showing that the 4 of the interface is working properly. Then I just have to check the configurations. Do show VLAN brief. Interface 10 as a 02 and 03. It is properly showing that I have configured it properly. Then what's the problem? Mm, is not pinging correctly, then go to interface fa0/1. Okay, then switch port mode trunk. Now you can able to see that the interface first going down, then it's going up. It is up and running properly. Then exit, exit, ping 192.168.10.11. It is not be able to ping. Again, just check from this PC that whether they are pinging or not. Ping 192.168.10.12. Now you can able to see that they are pinging their own system. Again, I'm going to check the 192.168.10.10. Now you can able to see that the pinging is coming in. The problem which I can show you is this interface, that what you have see that before I was pinging there was a problem that I am shutting down this interface, due to which I'll not be able to ping to this. Okay, now from this you can now able to see that this can easily be pinging with each other. Now if I go to this 192.168.20.10, you can see that it will not be able to ping. The problem between is that they are under different VLAN. This all is under VLAN 10 and this is under VLAN 20. So if you want this two different networks to get communicated with each other, the one thing you should do with a concept called router on stick. These concept router on stick, or you can say it as inter VLAN routing or SVI. There are many definitions of it. So what in those concept is that there is one router added here, and due to this that router, the both the switch can able to perform the routing configurations with the help of a router. So the concept called ROS, router on a stick, or you can say it as SVI or inter VLAN routing. So I have already created one video on it, so do check if you want to know more about it. Okay, so that's what I am done with today with this video of VTP. So do like this video, and uh, thank you so much.